Okay, this is the second video on planes and axes. So if you left the first one, you're scratching your head. Let me show you something that a student taught me recently that I went, oh, that really makes it simple to understand. So what I'm going to use is a broomstick, and if I can get them apart, a couple of boxes. And I have my son Cody. How old are you?
9.
And his twin brother Mason is running the camera. So, whatever direction the boxes are pointing is the plane of motion. Whatever direction the broomstick is pointing is the axis of rotation. So, if I do this, Cody, what's the only motion you could make? Do you remember?
No.
Shoulder flexion.
Yeah.
Bring your shoulder extension all the way back into hyperextension. So this is a sagittal plane with a frontal axis. This is the only direction his arms can move. Now, if I move the box here, block his face, what's the only motion you can make? Do you remember?
No.
Shoulder abduction. Shoulder adduction. Keep your elbow straight and do that again. No, keep your elbow straight. Abduction. Adduction. Hey, very good. Frontal plane. Remember the boxes are pointing in the frontal plane. The dowel is the sagittal axis. Mason, can you still see us?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I take these two boxes and I do this to represent the transverse plane, Cody, can you show us shoulder external rotation and internal rotation? So, transverse plane with a vertical axis. So remember that planes and axes are always 90 degrees perpendicular to one another. If you have a sagittal plane, you're going to have a frontal axis. If you have a frontal plane, you must have a sagittal axis. And a transverse plane is always a vertical axis. All right, watch this a few times if you have to. You can take a broomstick like I did and a couple of boxes and have somebody help you with this. Whatever direction you can move, the only direction you can move is your plane. 90 degrees perpendicular is your axis. Now this applies to the elbow, the wrist. So triaxial, uniaxial, the wrist is biaxial, the hip, triaxial, the knee, uniaxial, the ankle, uniaxial. All right, let me know if you have questions. Thank you.
Bye.